move from that stance. So let's lift our arms up slightly away from our body. Breathing, drop your knees, just gently, say drop your tailbone. Bend your knees, soften your body, let the tension release. I'm going to gently rotate to the right. And consider the whole spine. Moving gently, and everything that's attached to it, releasing all the muscles, those back muscles, hips, even your belly, but especially I feel in the morning the release of tension in my neck and shoulders. So let that all happen. Breathe away. And the hands are soft and again alive with those points in the palms, just taking in the energy of the earth. And we're going to use this little movement as a template today. A lot is going on here. This is the original. What my Tai Chi teacher says, this is Tai Chi. This movement right here, it's called Standing Bear. And we move like bamboo in the wind. So you do want to shift your weight over about 70% to one leg and then the other. You do this for a while. It's really incredible. You really do feel that you can build strength in your legs, your lower body. It doesn't seem like there's that much going on, but there is. So light, 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 soft, 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 soft. Shifting, letting your gaze be soft and out on the horizon. Breathe naturally, but if you need to take a deep breath to settle a little further, do that. I'm going to segue right into the waterways that Lee teaches, a tiny step out, a little bit wider, and remember, just getting that rotation and that sense of, well, we'll get to that in a minute. The spine again. What an amazing thing the spine is. And all these spineless people running around. How can that be? So fascinating. And really, Lee Holden speaks of it as a second brain, the spinal cord as a second brain because of the information that runs to and fro. And so we cannot take it for granted. And let's go right into body like a river. I like to go out a little bit further even. This is the lateral movement, so we get that part of the spine as well. We don't move this way so much in our daily lives. I think it's important. Unless you're a dancer. Side stretches. And just think of your spine as just very, very fluid again. Hips, shoulders, sorry, hips, ribs, shoulders, neck, head, if you can. Let the arms just kind of frame what you're doing. No big deal. No choreography, just let it frame, let it happen. Ooh. And one more to wring out. This is wringing out, again, tension or something that might have been, particularly staying with you this week. Wring it out. The dance is to keep what we need to know, right? Don't let this knee torque you guys too much. Keep it up in the torso. Bring out what you don't need, and learn to accept, as we just heard, and not be attached to things that are, out of our control to some degree. And also, if we're calm and we can find that state of non-attachment, we're more likely, I've learned, if I can trust it, we are more likely to find a solution to things from that space, as opposed to getting all up in our head and anxious and angry and all that. Of course, it's going to happen, but yeah, I think to myself, just don't panic. There will be a solution. There will be a way, or I will find a way to accept, and that's almost more important. So wringing it out, take that as far as you'd like to. And then come together, let's check our chi ball. I'm gonna open my screen up, check your chi ball, see what's happening there. If you've got that's better. You're feeling the buzz, the bioelectricity. Sorry for any background noise. My kitten is hurling herself against the door. Life. All right, let's do 21, flying over the ocean. And same thing. Okay, so as much undulation as you want to do, but it is a nice opportunity to stretch the front of the hips and get that action. Right. Okay. Help me not lose count. Okay. Flying over the ocean like a newborn. Hips go back, arms, shoulders go forward. Breathe naturally and freely. See if you can take that image into the movement and the breath and free it up. And I always think of the wind holding me up, the wind beneath my wings. But kind of like that, you don't have to really use much effort at all. Just fly. 15. I think that was 21. Anybody? It's the dance teacher. Yes, 21. Counting. Okay. I want to just touch a little bit on spirals this morning. We've done this before. Just starting really quickly with bring your hands together, your fingertips together, and we're going to do that infinity sign. Infinity action, it exists everywhere in nature, and just gently lubricate those wrists. Go the other direction. Don't clasp too tight. Keep them a little bit under the knuckle. I learned this in some yoga class, and it gets, I don't know, like a few more into the little tiny bones a little bit more, and then shake it out. Shake it out with your palms that way. You see me? Good. Because the spirals DNA, let's do the DNA dance here. They're just everywhere. And our bodies aren't like, like an octopus or a serpent, but certainly we've got a lot of mobility, and we can think of these spirals as, as that endless infinity symbol. So that's what we'll do. You can put your hands here if you like, but we're just going to start that motion in the hips. And I'm a little stiff today. I'm not sure. Oh, I did some strength training yesterday. So you guys know, everybody in this room, in this class, knows how to take care of themselves. So make a nice, is complete, a circle on either hip. So we're not really moving our legs so much. We're creating, you can almost think of painting it on the floor this way, like a sideways 8 on the floor. So my feet are not moving, my legs aren't moving so much. It's more in the hips. Hips. Julie, a little bit more. Yep. Good. You could do this for quite a while and notice all the different body parts and my organs too, because it really involves your torso and your gut. And then we can just begin to frame that again with your arms. You might need to step out a little bit and just to framing. Yeah. So I'm now getting a little more uh, action in the legs. Right. Just creating the spiral. I think I took a Qigong class a long time ago. Oh, I'm trying to remember. And the person had us doing this right in front of our belly if we were having problems with our gut. Interesting, huh? Traditional Chinese medicine. Amazing. Okay, so we do that spiral, and listen, make sure your shoulders aren't getting involved. All right. Okay, now let's just free form a little bit. Let yourself find some spirals in your body and your joints, and imagine yourself an octopus. I always think of them just slipping through the ocean. So beautiful. So I watched that film, My Octopus Teacher, a couple times. If you haven't seen it, you have to check it out. It's quite compelling. Um, okay, now let's go a little bit. Let's see. My hand is, sorry, cupped up like this. And the spiral, it's a little tricky, is going to circle in. I'm not thinking of it so much as I'm just going to follow what my hand's doing. And then you remember the teacup, you're holding the teacup. It looks awkward, but you just try that. And then the arm goes over your head. Then you just repeat and let the hips reflect what the spine is doing. And don't worry about what it looks like or your great for the hip joints, eh? So it sort of scoops in and your hips swing back as a result. And then my advice would be not to think about it too much. So that's nice. And let's shake it out. Shake it out and we'll do the other side. And then we do some swimming dragon. Spine. Wiggly spine. Stop. And palm up. And I bring it in. Try not to torque the arm. Just let if the body goes with you, you won't have any, it'll be smooth. I promise. But you gotta let the body go. See. And it just goes over your head. And you can enjoy that moment of, kind of looking up at the sky, seeing the sky through the water, the sunlight. Soft. And just to think of all the spiral in nature. And notice that today. Enjoying that moment of looking up, your arm going over your head. Not a care in the world, this octopus family. And shake it out. Bounce your heels. You can do the heart sound. And release any residual sadness or confusion. Okay, one last thing. Your hands here. Step out nice and wide, and you're going to turn your feet. They're not completely parallel. They're not completely boing, somewhere comfortable. And we're going to shift to one side. Take your upper body and look in the opposite direction. And then you can do a little dip and go to the other side. We've done this before, I think. It's been a while, but swimming dragon. We get into this is just the form we begin with, and you can feel that lilt as you go down, and one leg should straighten out. The other one's bent, shifting your weight gently. And now you can begin to take that spiral we've been doing here. And again, my arms and shoulders are kind of leading the rest of my body. And you could just play as if you were a dragon swimming in the ocean. Great big tail slapping through the water. And just take it easy. Take a dive down and up through the surface. Big stretch in your body and just keeping the integrity of the spiral in your own life. Infinity. Let's play with that for a minute. And come back to the center. Come back to bring your legs together to the neutral position. Put your hands on your belly. We had them both on our heart. And I put them both on our belly. This is your center, they call Dantian in traditional Chinese medicine. And let's get a sense of our feet connecting us way down deep into the earth and supporting us, and our upper body light and free and open to the heavens, to all of the omniscient and majestic beings. I have a sense it isn't just us, but all the benevolence and compassion and love that we can tap into anytime and share it.